Are you ready to hear the Astro News of the week? Today is Monday and I am back with a new update for this next week, and I can only tell you, fasten your seatbelts because it's gonna get wild. So the week starts with the moon in Gemini, that is what we have today, turning into Cancer, and we will finish the week with a Libra moon. So this means that we'll have a very hairy week, okay? This week the air element is predominating, it's predominant. All my dear Libras, Geminis, air signs out there, you will feel it. I'm a Libra and I already feel it myself. It's a lot of wind coming, it's a lot of wind everywhere. But let's break it down day by day and see what's going to happen in these days. So we start with the chart of today, which we have a trine of air, a triangle of air. So it's possible that you feel a lot of wind and some intensity with this wind. Also, if you are already air element like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you will feel this even more because you already have that air activated in you, and this crazy amount of air, which here is also windy, will just kind of bring a little bit more confusion and intensity and a bigger call for routine and for grounding. But yeah, fasting forward, on Tuesday and Wednesday we already have a moon in Cancer. So this makes it a much softer energy, a much nurturing, sweet, loving, but also emotional. So if the winds that we are feeling right now are activating something in us, are showing the mess that is around, maybe where we feel uncomfortable, or maybe where we are not sure, uncertain, full of doubt, because that's the air of the mind. The moon in Cancer, and this moment with the moon in Cancer, will help us to connect a little bit more deeper with our emotions and finally release whatever is present there. But this is not only it, because the moon will make a conjunction with Venus, so the moon will cross Venus, making it a moment to deep our relationships, to go deeper into our vulnerability, also deepening existing relationships and maybe even starting new ones. But then on the 21st we have a moon in Leo, and it's crazy because it's the last day that we also have a sun in Leo. And yeah, fires, these helicopters are going to put down some fires. So good that we are switching into the waters or the air or the earth after this. So yeah, the moon is kind of the star of the transits that we have this week. So a lot of that is being caused by the moon, meaning a lot of that is being caused by our subconscious, by our emotional reservoir. So all the container that contains all our emotions, it's kind of ruling the week. So this is really a moment that we might be triggered, things might come to the surface, emotions might come to the surface to be released. So it's kind of a week of self-awareness, of growth, of learning. But yeah, what to say about this? Because feels like we will speak something needed, express something important on the 21st with the moon conjunct to Mercury. But it's important that we are not expressing it from a place of lack, from our wounds, but definitely from our hearts, okay? So the more we reach the end of the week, the more we reach the plot twists of this week, okay? So on the 22nd, meaning on Friday, Sun enters Virgo. So the energy is starting to shift a little bit. Now we are going into the detail. Now we are going into the health. Now we are going into the core of the situation. Back into routine, back into organization, back into focus, which is so important. So this says that on the 23rd we have the new moon in Virgo. So Saturday is the new moon. It's a very, very, very important day. And every new moon is important, but this one specifically because it's a moment that can really help us to ground a little bit more, help us to be more present, to go back to our routines, to go back to our well-being, to go back to our mindfulness, to go back to organization, and also to check the tie ends, the loose ends. Where are we possibly missing out on important details? So this is what this new moon is going to help us. So it's a cycle focused on our well-being, our emotional, mental, physical health. So it's on Sunday that things start to become a little bit, what's gonna come out of this? And why? Because the sun in Virgo is squaring Uranus. And Uranus, it's unpredictable. So something unpredictable might happen, we are not expecting. And this is not only that, there is an opposition between the moon in Virgo to the North Node in Pisces. So the reality in the moment might be calling us to do something that is not fully aligned with what we know the vision is. Maybe we are going to be a little bit tricked. I would say be aware of your illusions. Yeah, be aware of your illusions. I feel like this is a great piece of advice. And so just to say that then on the 25th, which I will make a new update, but the moon is in Libra, so we are going to be back into the air. And there is a trine, again, a trine with Venus, Saturn. That's going to be interesting because exactly on the 25th, Venus enters Leo, the positioning of the star, of the goddess, of the confidence, embodying the personal power, embodying the star, not being afraid to shine, okay? That's how we will finish this week and start the new week, and also with the moon trining Uranus, so unexpected on the menu. So yeah, call out for all my air babies, especially Libras and Geminis. Feels like this week is gonna be a little bit messy. I would say maybe not messy, but we really have to ground. Okay, it's really important that we allow our restless minds to slow down a little bit, maybe slowing down our pace in life, because yeah, it's definitely a little bit wild. For the Leos, I will also say the same. The Leos and the fire signs, let's say the fire signs. Because of all this heat and then Venus moving into Leo, and of course like this movement of Saturn and Saturn and Neptune in Aries. So definitely, yeah, things are moving a little bit. I would say also, yeah, for the Pisces and the Virgos, next times these movements are gonna be intense for you. Intense doesn't mean, oh my god, I have to worry. No, intense just means movements, changes, a lot happening under the curtain. Yeah, I would say also as an advice, but a general advice, do not forget the vision, okay? Do not forget your values, do not forget where you are walking towards. That's really important, because sometimes noise happens, a lot of things happen in our daily lives, and we kind of feel like we lose the focus, we lose the sight. And yeah, it's about remembering deeply. So yeah, overall, with all the interactions between the moon that represents our unconscious, with all these big moving planets, not fast, they are not fast, but the new age planets, meaning Pluto or Uranus or even Neptune and Saturn, but I would focus more on Pluto and Uranus. Pluto is cosmic cleaning, okay? It's purging. It's the pest control. So it means it's okay. If Pluto and the moon are interacting, the moon is showing us what we hold on inside ourselves that is not even aligned anymore. Pluto can clean it up. So just give it up. Give it for Pluto to clean, okay? Just let go of it. And then with Uranus, know that Uranus is there to set you free. So Uranus can help us being free, but we have to go deeper into what is holding us back. Having this question present, what is holding me back? What is taking my freedom away? And most of the times this is mental, especially with Uranus in Gemini. It's about the mind, the limitations of the mind, but also how we can transcend and unite the higher mind with the lower mind, okay? So this is the big shift, and this week we are being really, no, I would not say tested. I would just say that it's a moment, a key moment for us to observe the triggers, for us to observe what we don't want anymore, and to invite in what we want in our lives and to claim it, okay? To claim it, because if we feel it and we claim it, the creator is going to bring it to you unexpectedly. And that's why the plot twists coming in the beginning of the new week. That's it for this week. Bye bye. If you like this content, don't forget to share it with your friends, with your besties, with your family, with whoever you know that needs it. Help me with this channel, subscribe and comment and share, and have a beautiful week.